Good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm James with Cover Crop Organics. We're going to talk about something I saw on social media, a post on Instagram, and it was a soil test that came back positive with heavy metals. It had high amounts of arsenic and cadmium in it. The thing about it, it was from a Bottled Newt company, which it's not really important on what company that was. You got to do your own research on that. And for liability reasons, the poster did not, want to put that name out there of the company. And I understand that. In this day and age of everything going on, you definitely don't want to cause any unnecessary pain when it comes to litigation and stuff like that. But the point of it was just to say, the point of the post was to, just because, you got something in a bottle, you need to test each, say line, each bottle, each product in that line to really know what you're working with. Because, there's cumulative effects, and it's just, it was a lot of bad comments and negative comments, and we're back and forth, this and that. And the point of it was to, like I said, check each amendment and test it to know for yourself. Don't take people's word on it, especially if you're in a commercial facility, and they each state has different parameters on the amounts of heavy metals allowed and this and that, and some states don't have any at all. But the whole thing is, it wasn't about, the bad mouthing. But it's also, when it comes to, living soil and working with organics and stuff, we're using a lot of products too, that come from the sea. You got kelp, you've got, which that accumulates everything that's runoff and into our waterways. So we got that, and we've got other sea products, even the fish, some have mercury in them, and it's really hard to find anything that's, absolutely pure and clean. But there's also a difference in, inorganic and organic. So that's like with the arsenic. There's inorganic arsenic and there's regular arsenic. But the main thing in sea products, you have cadmium, lead, mercury, and of course the inorganic arsenic. But at the same time, it's really not that much of a problem for the home grower, because your average native soil out in your backyard is going to have even more metals, more heavy metals in it than anything. But there is ways to lessen the uptake and all that. Jeremy at Build a Soil, he did a real long write-up on the internet. I'm sure if you punch that in, heavy metals and soils, in your Google search, you'll find the complete article. And he's got some ways to avoid it, like using aloe through flour. What is the other one that he had? It was aloe through flour. Oh, and bumping up the silica. So that helps with it not uptaking so much. But it was amazing how everybody lost their mind on that. And it's not that it's the bottled company. It's also the organics. It happens to us too, as far as with the living soil. But also with your watering systems, there's a lot of people buy those cheap little metal stakes that hold your drip line down in the soil. Well, those rust, and those also fail you too, again depending on your state parameters. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting, the going back and forth, because we really missed the point of the post, is to know what you're using. And that's as far as synthetics, that's as far as organics. Check each amendment. We say the same thing on our blog. Just you got to really know what you're working with, and and start off as clean as you possibly can. All right, if you want to know more on that, like I said, Google Jeremy's article with Build a Soil there. And then next thing that I see in that I saw on some of these posts, the separate post, but it's just comments I see on social media talking about, oh, that product burned my plants, that product just caused me this and that, and use it at half strength, and all this stuff. Well, the misconception with the actual instructions that come with the bottled nutrients. That's a baseline, yes, but at the same time, you got to look at what they're looking at. They're looking at you're using 1,000-watt light. You're using, it's really not pot size specific, but we all know that it's pot size, it's humidity, it's environmental, it's all that makes up that helps with the uptake in plants. Because if your environment ain't dialed in, stuff's going to get locked out, and you're going to have issues and deficiencies. But the thing with that that whole thing is, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's organic or synthetic. That feeding is based on you're running heavy duty equipment, as far as wattage. Because if you're telling somebody, hey, use less on your plant, but yet if they're rocking, a 300 watt light, and you're telling them to use less, yes, that might work with their pot size, but at the same time, it's all you got to just put that into your calculations when you're talking online, and because everybody's environment's different, like I said, pot size and all that. But that's it. Not slagging on any companies or anything, but it's sad when you want to put information out there, and troll world's got to hop up and build new bridges and come to new heights and shit on your post. But anyway, all right, that's it. Check out our website. We do have Bokashi going up. I know I keep saying this, but we do have it going up. The weather is slowing the drying process down, which actually today, for the first time, we've got a little sun poking through. It's been a couple days. I think Friday was our last good day as far as weather goes. But yeah, we'll have that loaded up there. We do genetics testing, 7 to 10 days from sprout, from germination. We'll get the results to you 48 hours usually, or less. It depends on how busy we are, and we always communicate as far as emails, as far as if you give us a number we can text you, we'll text you, and even if you wanted us to call you personally, we would call you personally if that's what it takes. But alright, that's it. Check out our products, check out our website, like, subscribe, leave comments below, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.